Welcome back to another episode of Walk the Dog.
Yes, welcome back. So this week we are going to play Faux or For Real Though, which I would say is loosely based on a mash of Jenna and Julian's Headline Roulette and Rhett and Link's fill in the whatever this thing is blank games. Is this real or fake, I guess? So Rhett and Link, Jenna and Julian, I know you're watching. I know you're one of the 3 people who watch this podcast. I just want to say that this is not plagiarism. This is us being fans of you. Well, I don't know about him, but I'm fans of y'all, and we're going to play this today. So,
Faux or... Say it again?
Faux or For Real Though.
Faux or For Real Though.
Correct.
Okay. So, faux or for real though what? Or is that what I have to figure out?
So I will read you a headline, and
Okay.
you will tell me if it is a faux headline or a For Real Though headline. And keep in mind, I'm a journalist major, so this could be me actually writing these poor headlines one day.
Well, that already makes me nervous if you're apologizing.
I'm not apologizing. I'm just saying you have
feel
so
like-
much to look forward to.
Okay, so let me rephrase that. I'm concerned because you're qualifying these headlines.
I think they're great.
Okay, well, I'm ready whenever you are.
Okay, so first headline. Trump keeps saying wind turbines cause cancer. They don't. And can stop you from watching TV. They won't. This is parentheses.
Wait a minute. Is that one headline?
That is one headline.
Read it again.
Trump keeps saying wind turbines cause cancer. They don't. And can stop you from watching TV. They won't. Is this a real headline or is it a faux headline?
See, this is... This is hard for me to determine whether it's real or not because, obviously, Trump is in the news a lot for some of the things that he says. And wind turbines cause cancer?
That's what Trump says. He keeps saying it, according to this
He
headline.
keeps saying it. So there's a repetition to it. I'm going to say that's faux real.
Faux real. You just combined... Oh wait, no. You didn't combine the titles. Are you saying that it's a real headline or a fake headline?
I'm saying it's real. Well, what are you calling it? Faux or...
Just tell me if it's real or fake. I was trying to be cute with the name.
Don't try to be cute. I'm going to say it's real.
You think it's real?
It
is real.
Yes!
So, I skimmed this article. It's not very long. It's from BuzzFeed, so they have to keep it short. But, basically, Trump hates turbine power, and since 2012, he has been trashing wind power on his Twitter feed. And I think the saddest part of this article is the person, well, actually, I think 2 people wrote this article in particular, had to go back to 2012 on Trump's Twitter feed.
To find it?
To find it, yeah.
So this is something that's 7 years old.
It's pretty old, so I think that he's still talking about it, but I think they're saying he's been talking about it since 2012. Or it could be, It could be 2014. I'd have to go back and look, but feel free to look it up on your own time. It's a great read. You'll be more educated by the time you finish with it.
Okay, so let me ask this. So in the article, he's saying that he believes they cause cancer.
I guess that was one of his tweets. I did not look at the specific tweet.
That's bizarre.
And it's Trump. I mean, he could have said anything, and I'd believe it.
Good. Okay.
Second headline. Florida citrus farmer sues neighborhood lemonade stand for copyright infringement.
Florida citrus grower sues lemonade stand for copyright infringement?
Neighborhood lemonade stand, yes.
Okay, so first of all, before I even answer, so I've got one right. If you want to play along at home, you can always hit the pause button before I give you my answer and she tells what's right. But anyway.
Or we could do it like Dora the Explorer style, where we leave an awkward pause and wait for them to respond.
We could do that, but that would take up more time. This is a bizarre headline to me because who in their right mind? So you get this. I'm imagining a citrus farmer. He's a big conglomerate. I'm thinking, this is big company, millions, maybe billions of dollars, and they're suing a local neighborhood. Now, when you hear that, my first instinct is, of course, this is ridiculous. No one would ever do this.
Mm-hmm.
But since these are crazy headlines, I'm going to say this one's for real also.
You think it's real?
I think it's real.
Well, you definitely put in a good guess because it says Florida in front of it. And if it says Florida, it literally could be anything and definitely be true. But this one is fake.
Ah!
All right.
Wait a minute. How did you come up with that? Did you just like out of the blue, or did you use some kind of other headline that made you think, oh, maybe I'll tweak this a little bit? Be honest.
I was in class and we were talking about advertisements, so.
You did this in class.
Well,
I hope
working
your
on it
professor
and notes in class.
Is not listening or watching this podcast.
I think that she'd be very proud.
Okay. Let's go to the next one.
Florida man tells deputies he wasn't drinking while driving, just at stop signs.
So here we have another Florida situation. So that always makes it suspect, especially based on the fact that the last one was fake.
Mm.
Florida man is arrested for drunk driving.
Well, I assume he was arrested if the article is a real article. It just says tells deputies.
Oh, he tells the deputies that he wasn't drinking while driving just at the stop sign. So, playing this out, I drive, I stop, throw it back, drive, stop, throw it back.
Yep.
And the question is, and part of all of this is, are you trying to trick me by going real, false, false, real, false, real, false?
Listen, you can't play the game psychology. It's not going to help you. You just need to go with what is true. This game is really about ultimate truth, you know.
Yes, because this
Statement on society.
It's true. It's true. It's real.
It is real.
Yes! I'm 2 for 1. 2 for 1.
Earl Stevens told deputies this, 69 at the time of his, I assume, arrest. And fun fact, he actually never had a valid driver's license, so.
So he's drinking and driving, or in his words, not driving while I'm drinking.
Right. One or the other.
And he's 69 years old and he doesn't have a driver's license.
Yeah.
Well, so the silliness in all of that is he's going to get busted either way.
Yeah. I mean, the drivers in Florida, if you live in Florida, the standard for driving is not very high.
Does it say what he was drinking?
I'd have to go back and look, but I think it was just whiskey.
That's just sad. He should have at least mixed it with some OJ from the OJ Farmer. That's not real.
EPA boycotts Nestle chocolate turtles.
The EPA boycotts. Why would they boycott a turtle?
Nestle chocolate turtles.
The EPA, so that's the Environmental Protection Agency.
Very good. You know your stuff.
I'm intelligent. Why? So the question is, why would they ban a turtle? So it doesn't seem like that there's any rationale behind the fact that they're banning a turtle. The only thing that would make me think that it's potentially real is the plastic that's used to cover the turtle. But that's fake.
It is fake.
That's 3 for 1. Doing really well. That's 75%. So
75%?
correct. Yeah, because we've done 4, right?
We've done 3.
Oh.
Wait, no.
No, you
We've done
can't
4.
do math. We've done 4.
I'm a journalist major, okay.
Yeah, I'm glad that you're not taking math. Or maybe you should take a math class, but nonetheless, 75%.
I've taken plenty. Kanye West says bleaching hair is racist.
Now, before I laugh too hard at that, one of the things that makes me wonder about this one is, does this one have a date?
I'm
Or
sure
am I allowed
it
to
does.
ask that?
I mean, don't all articles have dates?
Well, here's my point.
Sorry, our dog is going to be making dog noises because he's very needy right now.
Yes,
Continue.
your dog. So, bleaching your hair is racist. You know, he's come out recently as a Trump supporter. And so, it would seem to me that that's not true. But at the same time, Kanye is, in my humble opinion, kind of a strange duck. Period. Before he ever backed Trump. And this has nothing to do with my political views, just so you know, because I would never tell you what my political views are. They are mine and mine alone. However, Kanye West, I've always thought to be a very strange duck. I'm going to say that this is possibly true, and so I'm going to say false.
It is false.
Yeah.
I'm not sure that I follow your logic, but it is false.
It has to be false because, recent. This is something too recent. I can't think somebody would. No, it's 4 for 1. Or 4 and 1, not 4 for 1. Got 4 right, 1 wrong.
So, fun fact though, I looked up all of the headlines that I made up to make sure that they weren't real headlines. And Kanye West did not say this, but he did say that being black is a choice. So.
Is a choice?
Is a choice.
Like,
I don't know. That was what the headline said.
That's bizarre. That sounds like something Kanye would say.
Yeah.
Okay.
Much like Trump, Kanye could literally say anything and is very
It's possible
true.
that it's true.
Australian court rules farting at someone may not be bullying.
Farting at someone may not be bullying?
Correct.
So that means, if it's true, that somebody was complaining that they were being bullied because someone
And they took it to court if
tooted
it's true.
on it and took them to court. And so the ruling, oh my gosh, and this is down under, no pun intended. Actually, pun intended. I'm trying to think of someone who, because today I feel as if people are easily offended by just about everything, and opportunity for litigation is constant. If I felt like I could make money because you have people suing and winning for all kinds of reasons, I'm going to have to say with this one, I'm going to say it's true.
It is true. This is a quote from the article. It says, an Australian appeals court on Friday dismissed a bullying case brought by an engineer.
An engineer?
Of course it was an engineer. I'm sorry.
Why
a lot
did
of
you
people
say that?
A lot of people at UF are engineers, and there's a personality that goes with engineers.
That sounds very discriminatory.
Brought by an engineer who accused his former supervisor of repeatedly breaking wind toward him, and he sued him for over $1 million. Now that I know that you can sue someone for flatulence, I'm definitely going to be suing my father, because just before the podcast,
Let's not talk about things like that. Let's stick to the headlines, which are the most important. The room is not that small.
Should be more considerate.
Well, you should know that if you sue me, that you would lose, because obviously there's precedent.
That's
for the
in
case
Australia.
now.
This is
It's
America,
Australia.
baby.
But they speak English just like we do. So that is hilarious and disgusting all at the same time. There's a part of me that feels bad for the guy because at first when I heard it, I'm thinking, a one and done type case. Oh, here's a chance for me to sue somebody. But apparently it happened quite a bit. And so that sounds really sad. I feel bad for someone who's getting pummeled. It reminds me of a story. When I was in high school, I worked at Long John Silver's. Mm-hmm. And one of the assistant managers was talking about the fact of how he liked to torment his wife, harass his wife. When they first got married, and they would go to bed, he would pull the covers over her head, and he was a pretty strong person, and he would just start passing gas. And she could not get out from underneath the covers. So if you're out there and you happen to see this, maybe you should try to sue your husband, because who knows? It is America.
So he Dutch ovened her and trapped her.
Over and over and over again. It was a regular occurrence, and he thought it was pretty funny. I'm surprised that they are still married.
Yeah, another compelling case for marital bliss.
Before we go any further, I want to make sure that we get our Fictitionary sponsor in today. Our Fictitionary sponsor today is Barbara's Bamboo Beanies. They are made from 100% Indonesian Moso bamboo. Barbara's Bamboo Beanies are silky soft, yet durable as a spider's web. Unlike those made of cotton that can shrink, these beanies will not only maintain their shape, but also have porous fibers. They also have porous fibers, allowing the beanie to breathe, keeping your head dry in all types of climates. They come in 4 different colors: Brazen Raven, Splashing Dolphin, Flaming Firefox and Kicking Sand Camel. Barbara's bamboo beanies are the bomb.
Can't wait to wear it.
Yup. All right, next headline.
California town says yabba dabba don't to Flintstone's house.
California residents say yabba dabba don't to Flintstone's house.
You are correct.
Okay, so if you're really young and you don't know who the Flintstones are, they are a cartoon. And in our previous podcast, we did talk about the Flintstones. So I'm wondering how much of that is still sticking in your mind. And did you conjure up this particular thing because you thought, me being a fan of the Flintstones since I was very young, including if you go back and look at our previous podcast, it was one of the imaginary foods that I so enjoyed.
I'm a teenager, so things go in and out of my memory.
I understand that. I'm going to say that this is false.
False. It is true.
No! I was doing so well. I was 5 for 1. Now I'm 5 for 2.
In Hillsborough, California, a retired lady is getting a lot of pushback from the neighborhood because they think that her Flintstone-themed house is obnoxious.
Ooh. Oh, it is a themed house.
It's a themed house. It looks more like a theme park.
So there's a picture of it?
There is.
So maybe you could put that picture in, I don't know, somewhere in the video and people can see it.
Yeah.
And decide for themselves whether you think they should be. Does it say whether or not that she won, or that they won? That she has to take the house down?
I think that she was in the middle of litigation.
So in the middle of... Can you believe that? Because of the way someone's house... You know, that seems absolutely ridiculous to me.
It's California. Dairy distributors going cocoa nuts over coconut milk trend.
Dairy distributors go cocoa nuts over what?
Coconut milk trend.
They go nuts. So does that mean like they're excited about it, or they're angry because it's in competition for their milk, which would hurt their industry? So maybe they're lobbying the government through some type of trade association or a pact. I don't know. I'm torn on this one. Part of me may think... I'm going to say it's real.
It is false.
Oh, man, I was doing so well. Now I'm 5 and 3.
Not doing so hot.
That's really disappointing. Is there anything that made you come up with this one?
I felt like I needed to make a pun-based headline after reading the Flintstones one.
She outsmarted me. 5-3. I'm still on the lead. Go ahead.
Still love you, just a little bit less.
Just a little bit less.
Florida man charged after asking deputies to test meth's quality.
Florida man charged. Say it again.
Florida man charged after asking deputies to test meth's quality.
To test meth's. So basically, this is one of those dumb criminal type things where I have some meth, I take it to the cops because I want to find out if the quality is good, because if it is, then I can buy it. If it's not, I don't want to buy it. Therefore, who else would know better than the police? So he calls the popo and has them come over and test it. Absolutely. That is true. If it's not true, it should be true. I'm sure someone out there somewhere has done this.
It is true.
Yes! 6 for 3.
This happened in Palatka, Florida.
That's just right up the road.
Yeah. A man named Douglas called the police station and he said that he had gotten, some drugs and they didn't seem very good because he was having a bad reaction to them, and he said, can you test the drugs to make sure that it's a good quality meth? And the deputy said, yeah, why don't you come over to the station, I'll test it for you. So he brings his meth to the station, they test it, and he gets arrested.
This makes absolutely no sense to me.
Absolute no sense. Makes absolute no sense.
That don't make no sense. But obviously to him it did. That's great. I love that one.
Yes. Alright, so we're down to the final 2.
Okay.
Sharknado 7 projected to cause next economic collapse.
False, because there is not a Sharknado 7. I know this for a fact. Absolutely, this is not true. I believe that there were only 4 Sharknadoes and they stopped. So this is false.
You're correct. You're correct for the wrong reasons. There's 6 Sharknadoes that I know of.
6?
6.
No.
I could be wrong, but
Okay,
I'm pretty sure there's 6.
We're going to fact check that one. So
right.
now I'm 7 of 3. So out of 10, I've gotten 7. I'm 70%. So this next one,
can make
this
or
next
break
one,
you.
yes, this could. Right now, I would be on the verge, depending on your grade point, slide, ladder, whatever. This next one, pass or fail, right here.
Will you graduate with your clickbait degree? We will find out right now because there's no commercial breaks. Okay. Why Marmite is about to be more controversial?
That's the headline?
That is the headline.
Why Marmite? What the heck is Marmite?
You know what Marmite is? Man, you're going to have a tough time with this headline.
Spell it for me.
Marmite. Marmite.
Origin of the word. You
This
don't
is not
know
a
it.
spelling bee.
Well, I was going to say use it in a sentence, but you just did. Say it one more time.
The headline?
The headline.
Why Marmite is about to be more controversial.
I am going to say it's true.
Ugh! You're right!
Yes! Yes! 8!
And
Right,
much like
3
many
wrong.
college students, you graduated on dumb luck. Okay, so Marmite. I can't believe you don't know what Marmite.
I don't know what Marmite is.
is.
I've never even heard of it. I thought it was like, is it a type of rock?
No. Okay.
Is
So-
it a fish? I'm thinking mermaid. I don't know. What is it?
It's very popular in Australia. Going back to Australia, it's a very salty, thick sludge of a spread that a lot of Australians like.
So this is a food.
This is a food, and they came out, or they're coming out with a peanut butter Marmite. And this was the quote that the brand manager, Camilla Williamson, said, "The British public asked, and we listened." So this is in high demand.
So is
British
it?
public.
Is it?
Never mind, it's in, it's in the UK.
Is. Wait a minute. It's in the UK. You
I'm
said
a really
down
good
that
reporter.
man. So math is not her thing. Obviously, geography is not your thing. And then you say, "I get this on dumb luck." Well, I guess the apple doesn't fall far from the tree. I don't know. I may just slam myself, but is it like a peanut butter? Is it, or that's what they're making, a peanut butter
It's a peanut
flavor?
butter Marmite.
So what is regular Marmite taste like? Is
Very
it
salty. I've never had it personally, but people who've had it describe it as very salty.
like? Is it a butter? Is it a jam?
It's
is
like a
it
spread. It's very thick.
what color is it?
It's like, it looks like black sludge.
Black sludge?
Brown, black, that type of thing.
You know, this is why I don't want to go to the UK. Their food, if that's black sludge
Well,
that's salty.
we can keep pretending
I'm
that
out.
it's Australia if you want.
No, Australia, I wouldn't mind going, but nope, I'm out.
Well, you passed. I'm very proud of you.
I did.
I got
8
you on
right.
a few, but overall, you passed with a C, so congratulations.
It's good to know that I'm at least average.
Yes. All right, well, that's all I have for you. Skunk rescued after getting head stuck in beer can.
Why didn't you go for it?
Because I didn't want to make it super long. Is it real or fake?
Say it again.